Hey, what's up everybody? It's Jesus here with the Vambros. Today we're going to be doing a deck profile on Chronojet Icon. So this is a deck I'm going to start playing for a bit. Just because I actually was interested in the original Chronojet, like not when it originally came out in D, but a little later on, once it got the new Stride Chronos command. And the deck pretty much was just re-released in DZ set or DZBT6. So I figured, hey, if I always wanted to play Chronojet Dragon, and also this deck is more so not just for me, but for my friend Pierre, who actually drew the channel icon. So everybody in the comment section, write thanks Hoot, Hoot, write thank you Hoot. Because he's a person who this deck is also primarily for. But just to start off, this is the ride line. I'm not going to go too in depth with it just because we pretty much have seen this deck's already been released. So I kind of just want to show it here. But we got Chronodran, Mazer Gear, Smoke Gear, and Chronojet. It doesn't really change as much either, which is the crazy part. For the grade 3s, we run 3 copies of Chronojet. We run 3 copies of Bali, as well as 3 copies of the Nocturcio, the Stride fodder support that they made back in the day. So those are the 3. Or the 9 grade 3s that we're running in the main deck. I like them because they all do something when they're discarded. Some are better than others. The thing that kind of sucks is that they're all discard cost, they all do something if you discard them for Stride. So the chances of you using all of them is fucking slim. But you are also what's it called? Bali's also there because he's also a pretty good target for Time Leap. So because he's a Chrono Icon, which, Nocturcio is not. For the grade 2s, we are running 4 copies of Upstream Dragon, 4 copies of Tiskar, 1 copy of the Keter Dark States Dual Nation. The Dual Nation is actually not bad because you get to swap a card from your damage zone, which I like. And then the other one is you can look at the top 3 and then put a card to hand. A grade 3 card without Regalis piece to hand. So that's also pretty nice. So these are, we're going to test her out. I've seen other decks that run the Dark States Stoicheia Dual Nation, which I also do not hate. I think it's better off in Night Roast than it is in this deck. But the early game, control that you have with that Dual Nation is also pretty good. So maybe I'll swap around. We run 4 copies of Steam Breath Dragon, 4 copies of GG, 2 copies of the Finley, 1 copy of Almethus, and then 4 copies of our Perfect Guard. You could do the 1 or the 3 Perfect Guards and a Elementaria. Me, for Icon decks, I don't really bother too much with it, but because I like the Icon PGs. The fact that they gave us new PGs is always nice. Also, peep the sleeves. That's nice. The sleeves are so nice. What's the Ride Line sleeves? Ride Line sleeves are the technically these are Chronojet Dragon colors. Don't know how, but that's what these are technically the colors of. These came out in V, so don't know what they were fucking smoking. But then I guess it is kind of like Chronojet colors. Yeah, it's got that blue and yellow and red. So yeah, I guess I could see that. I always just figured for Chronojet it'd be like a red and black sleeve, but then I guess that's more so for I don't know, I guess Link Joker. So this Regalis piece, it should really just be the Fire Blaze I don't have a Fire Blaze, and I should have proxied it for this list, but it's actually the proxy I have is already in a different deck list. So I'm probably going to take that deck apart anyway. So this should be Fire Blaze, but Fire Regalis is not bad either. We run the Dark States OT, check it early, and it's fucking insane. Then we run the usual 8 crit, 3 front, 4 heal. And then, you know, a normalist, you'd finish it here. But this is something else completely. This is a stride deck. And the coolest thing is, we're gonna run 4 copies of Next Stage, 4 copies of Mystery Flare, 4 copies of Chronos Command, and 4 copies of Fate Rider. Isn't that cool? Finally, in Standard, you can run 16 cards in your G Zone. Are they good? No, they're not. But holy shit. Imagine, it took us this long to finally be able to have 16 cards in a G Zone. If that doesn't excite you a little bit, fucking I don't know what will. But yeah, also here, peep the sleeves for that. My sleeves game, I'm telling you guys, my sleeve game is on top. Like if you guys are doubting the sleeve game for the decks, then you got another thing coming. I mean, that's just too fucking cool. But yeah, that's the deck. Sorry I didn't go too in depth with it. This is also not a deck for me. This is a deck that I'm gonna be using to help my friend Hoot to learn the game. And yeah, let me know if you have any suggestions for the list. Let me know what you guys have been playing. I always love to see your deck profiles and like your inputs on the decks because I'm not gonna lie, a lot of you guys are very good deck builders, and you have no idea what this input means to me, and I'm assuming everybody else who reads the comments. So if you have suggestions, if you've been testing out Chrono, if you've been playing Gear Chronicles since GBT01 or GTD01, fucking drop down all the suggestions that you have on the deck in the comment section, and you know, I'll give you a little heart. If you don't see me reply, that just means that I was left speechless and I have no like further questions. You explained it eloquently. So again, thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day. We have a couple things coming up. We have some G profiles because I like G. It's the 15th anniversary and we're going to be doing G deck profiles. So we have that coming up. We also have a video about the mechanics of Standard that I do like, as well as what Vanguard really needs, which is collectible tins that reprint the cards that have released throughout the year. And I'm going to go further in depth on that, but thank you guys for watching.